What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the video. My name is Armon. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You'll keep up to date with all of my upcoming videos. I am a Toronto-based deep house and progressive house DJ and producer. I play out in clubs, some small festivals and other events, and I'm going to be sharing as we go along more and more DJ tutorial videos, and I welcome your guys' requests for videos on certain topics. That's actually what we're going to be doing today. What's going on with me? My next gig is on Thursday, March 31st, here in Toronto at an event called Cabin Fever, hosted every Thursday night by another local DJ named Simon Jane. I've played with Simon before at Parlor, but this Thursday will be at a bar called The Gatsby. We play a little bit more funkier, disco, tech house, kind of houseier groove type of music there. So if you're in Toronto and you want to check out some beats on a Thursday night, come on out. All right, today's video. We're going to talk about the use of the filter effect. This was a request from one of the subscribers, so here it is. I think it's a good topic, so thanks for the suggestion. The filter effect is probably one of the most commonly used effects in electronic music DJing, at least within the genres of techno, tech house, deep house, and progressive house. So much so that filter is in fact the only effect that Allen and Heath puts on its Zone series of mixers. All right, I've got a Pioneer DJM 800 mixer, as some of you may know, and that's got a lot of different effects in it. But out of the color effects up on the mid-left area of the mixer, which you'll see soon enough, the filter effect is virtually the only one that I use there. I do like to use the high-pass filter and the low-pass filter. So I'm going to walk you guys through some examples of what I think is tasteful use of a filter. Both high pass and low pass. I'll explain what that is in a second in case you're totally new to music or to DJing. But remember, I think the key thing here is it is a stylistic effect, so it's really, it's what you think sounds good. It's for you to use your creativity and use the filter in a way that you like with your style of mixing. So that's to say there's no right or wrong answers here, guys. I'm going to do some variations of mixes using filters, actual mixing in the tracks, bringing in the track off of a high-pass filter or a low-pass filter, and also I will give examples of just using them more quickly during breakdowns in a song or during perhaps a slightly boring part of a song to spice it up a little bit, right? So I'll give examples of all of those things, and I'll give some captions, or I will talk over the mixing with some commentary to let you guys know what I'm doing. All right, what is a high-pass filter? That refers to the frequencies of the sound. So the high-pass filter literally means it lets the high frequencies pass through. So you're going to hear that the bass frequencies, the lower range frequencies, are basically cut away when you apply a high-pass filter. So it makes the music sound a little bit thinner, more hollow, and if you take the high-pass filter all the way to the right, all the way clockwise, you're going to hear that there's almost zero music left. You'll probably just hear like the click of the beat or the click of the hi-hats, all right? So conversely, a low-pass filter would be where you're stripping away the high frequencies and you're leaving only the sort of lower mid-range to low bass frequencies. The best way to describe that sound is it kind of sounds like the music or the sound has gone underwater, right? You'll know what I mean when you hear it. So filter is a fun effect. I definitely agree it's a good one to use. It's probably my go-to. I like to use filter in conjunction with echo. I'll try and show you guys some examples of that as well. But remember, the key thing here I think is taste, adding some style and flavor to the songs, and not going overboard. In one of my videos I posted about a year or two ago called Top 5 Bad DJ Habits, one of the habits I identified was overuse of filter. Hitting it so hard on the high-pass frequency that there's hardly any sound left and the room gets too quiet. And that's no good in a busy club because then you just hear people's voices and you hear the clatter of bottles and glasses at the bar. You don't want to strip away all the sound out of the room. Same thing with a low-pass filter. If you take it really hard to the left, anti-clockwise or counterclockwise, you're not going to hear all that much left except kind of a muddy bass kick and bass overtones. Right? So moderation, I think, is the name of the game. Just practice with it at home and start working it into your live sets, and you'll have some fun and you'll add some more flavor to the music, give it a little bit of a live feel. All right, guys, so practice and enjoy. Let's go to the decks. So here I'm about to do a low pass slow filter sweep down during the breakdown. Takes the highs down. You can see as the break ended, I immediately turned off the filter. There's a high pass filter cut just for one beat. Just a little accent basically. Okay, that's a 1 bar long high pass filter with adding some echo at the end of it to make a sort of little build up in the song where there wasn't one. There I used a little bit too much high pass filter actually, but I was using the high pass to take away a little bit of the sound right as the build up ends and the drop comes. Now we're going to switch songs. We're going to find some techno actually to show you examples of actual mixing between two songs using some filter effects. And the reason I'm using techno is just because there's a little bit less going on in the music. It's just more beats so you can hear it better. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring in the track on the left in on a high pass filter, but I'm slowly going to remove that filter. So you'll see because the filter is on, I'm able to bring up the EQs, the bass and the mid-range EQ knobs pretty quickly. Because the high pass filter is on, you're not going to hear a huge difference from me opening up those EQs. High pass filter is still on like about 30%. Volume is at full. EQs are almost at 12 o'clock. Now I just quickly sweep and remove the high pass filter to let both tracks have their drops land together at the same time. And now all of a sudden you've got a new beat banging away after that drop. There's turning on the high pass filter just for a couple beats as an accent as well. Now I start to mix out the other track, the old track on the right. There's an example of a quick accent cut with a high pass filter and some echo on it. Those are always fun. Finding a new song here for the next example. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the next track off of a low pass filter. The low pass filter, I started it almost all the way down and slowly opening it up. it a little bit more, adding more of the EQs in so I get more volume. There, now the filter is off, and the second track's been pretty seamlessly integrated. Here's an example of using the low pass filter just as an accent as the song goes into a breakdown, slowly adding more low pass filter and slowly back up to give the energy, to let the energy return. And there you go, guys, there's your examples. I hope you like techno music too. If anyone's really dying for the track descriptions, I'll put them in the comments section or the description of the video. Thanks for watching, see you next video.